Welcome back, legends. I hope you're all fantastic. We're going to continue exploring the brand new algorithms in the Eventide H90 and take a look at Wormhole, which is their latest absolutely massive ambient reverb. If you're familiar with Eventide, you're probably familiar with the black hole algorithm. This is like if the black hole algorithm went to a whole another level on here. It's a massive reverb, and you have some very cool kind of reverb pitch shifting warping abilities in here as well. I'll very quickly go over the controls here. There's a mix control, which kind of speaks for itself. Then you've got length and diameter. They are going to be like your typical reverb, decay and size. Entry field is a diffusion control. You've got a pre-delay control. Then you've got separate controls for the low decay and the high decay. Stability and stability rate are modulation controls. So the higher the stability, kind of the less modulation in there. Then you've got the warp function in here. You've got this warp acceleration that sets the time for this kind of pitch shifted reverb shift thing in there, which we'll hear in a second. Then you've got the warp factor and the warp mix. You can also set the bass and treble for that warp parameter in there. I think a good example to start with is this factory preset called Wormhole Serpent. What I've done on the physical H9 is I've actually gone in and I have assigned one of the function buttons in here to control the warp function, and I've set it up as a latching switch so that I can hold it and then just let this ring out. So the first thing you're going to hear is just a little bit of ambient noodling. Then I will kick in this warp control, and just imagine Han Solo flying the Millennium Falcon. Basically, it's kind of that sound. Alrighty, very, very fun. Let's hear that with a slightly longer warp acceleration or attack. I've cranked the warp factor up to 10. Warp mix is at 100%. Same with bass and treble. Then I'm going to bring the stability down. So there's going to be more modulation in the reverb. I'm also going to bring the overall reverb length up. I'll bring the low decay down and the high decay up just a little bit. Might add a tiny amount of pre-delay on there. 65 milliseconds, maybe not a tiny amount, but whatever. Let's roll with that. Have a listen to what we get. Even though this is a kind of mega reverb, you can play around with some lower times on here. This is a factory preset called New Junk City. Diameter and length are quite low, as well as entry field. I might play around with the stability in here and maybe increase the low decay, but I'll let you hear this. There's a lot of mix going on in this one. Check it out. Definitely get an idea for the character of this particular reverb with those examples. What I'm going to do here is just play around with the entry field parameter. Let's hear it at a minimum and maximum so you can have a listen to the impact that diffusion has on the reverb character. Of course, we got to hear it with that riff from heaven above. I know people are going to ask me about that particular little piece of music in the comment section below. Go and check out the Ragdoll Rewound album. I'll link it in the video description. Otherwise, that's the new Wormhole algorithm. You can do some really, really fun stuff with it. This is pretty amazing on keys as well. In my H90 initial demo video, did I do some stuff with it on keys? I can't remember. I think I might actually do that right at the end of this video. Grab the Hydrosynth and run it through this particular unit. I'll noodle around with a clean tone for just a second though, because I really like this factory Wormhole preset. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Let me know if there's any other particular functions or features of the H90 you would like me to look at in future videos. And I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching.